up, YouTube? You're watching Cosmic Rider TV. I'm Mark Ryder. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. You're in the right place. So today we are going to talk about narcissism. Narcissism, which is a epidemic. It's the real pandemic. The real pandemic we have today in our society is narcissism. Narcissistic disorder. The spiritual disease that is spreading like the plague. Yeah. Some of us are born into it, you know. Some of us were born into narcissistic wombs. Yeah. Your mothers were your psychologist. Yeah. Our mothers were the first teachers. Yeah. Our mothers were the first teachers. Yeah. Which is why it's important to be very mindful and careful about the woman you choose to settle down with, and vice versa. It's important for women to be careful about the husbands that you settle down with, because their mindset and their mentality could contaminate you or empower you. Yeah. But we live in a very narcissistic society. Our society breeds narcissism, and we've needed spiritual guidance now more than ever in our society. It's important to understand how a narcissist works, though. I do believe there is a spiritual element to it. Demons. I don't like to talk too much about demons, because I don't want to give them any power, because when you start showing interest in them, they start showing interest in you. So we have to be careful where we tread when we're talking about these entities, because they are very real. They are very real. Don't ever for one second think that all that is nonsense. Yeah. The same way that dark magic is real. Yeah. But we leave that alone for today. So, demonic activity and narcissism they correspond. Yeah, because narcissistic people are very low vibrational, unclean spirits, and low vibrational entities can only dwell in vessels that are unclean and low vibrational. Just like a fly will only dwell around rubbish and garbage and shit. Yeah? The same applies to these low vibrational entities. They dwell in unclean vessels. So, I mean, if you're drinking spirits, spirits, it's in the name, spirits, and drink alcohol and taking drugs, your vessel is now susceptible to infestation by parasitic entities. Yeah, this is factual. Yeah, look at all the teachings and, of course, all belief system and cultures. They'll tell you more or less the same thing. Narcissists are unaware that they are energy vampires. They drain you. They mimic people. They don't really have an identity. They don't have an identity of their own, so they build false identities of people around them, of what they believe in their head is what is normal. Like a mimic. But they have no identity, they have no soul in the sense of individuality, because their whole persona and identity is built up around what they see on TV, what they believe is high social status, high financial status. Some of them can come across as very charming, even come across as spiritual. They can even come across as saviors. They like to come across as healers, because they're very, very good at mirroring what they feel you need to hear. So they can be everything. That's why they come to you often as saviors, and they're able to infiltrate, because they come as what they study you, and they know exactly how to mirror you. So you'll think you have so much in common with these people, yeah, while they reel you in, but actually they're just good at mirroring you, yeah, if that makes sense. So you have to be very careful. There's covert narcissists. The covert narcissist is very, very dangerous. Yeah, it's the most dangerous one. Most dangerous, I believe, because they're able to fly under the radar. Yeah. And then you got the insufferable narcissist, which is the all-out, straight, you know, savage manipulator, egotistical. And you got the communal narcissist. Yeah, the communal narcissist is the one who got all these flying monkeys around, that is able to use slander and turn your family and your support network against you. Yeah, they're pretty dangerous as well. So there's different types of narcissistic personality disorder. Yeah, you got to stay prayed up. You got to make sure you got your spiritual armor on. And once you identify someone has these traits, you need to cut contact immediately. Yeah. Now, a lot of people associate narcissism, to just be something that we experience in relationships. Yeah, but it's not. You could have many associates and friends around you in your social circle that have narcissistic traits. There's a lot of people with narcissistic traits. Yeah. Many people have narcissistic traits, and technically, if you have narcissistic traits, you're a narcissist. In technically, in medical terms, you're a narcissist if you have a few traits. But I genuinely think, personally, I think a lot of people do pick up narcissistic traits, but they are not true narcissists. Now, how a narcissist thinks, you probably have friends, or family that they put you down, yeah? Subconsciously, they put you down. It comes across as a joke. Now, you're a supportive friend. You're very supportive. Everything, whenever they achieve something, you're genuinely happy. You clap for them. You want to know about their achievements. You want to know what the great things that they're accomplishing. You celebrate with them. Yeah, you celebrate with them because you're genuinely happy. You're a real soul. You're happy for others. You know who you are, so you're comfortable in acknowledging the qualities of others. A narcissist can't. There's no in between. If you're doing something, okay, it's like a child that is learning to walk, yeah? Now, the way a narcissist sees it is there's no baby steps. There's no baby steps. You see a child, they're learning to walk. A narcissist is, you have to walk properly. You walk exactly how you're supposed to walk. There's no baby steps, That's how they look at the world. If you do whatever they see you doing, it has to be, you're walking properly, no baby steps. Yeah, so this is why it's difficult to progress and start new things around these people, because whenever you start something, immediately they'll put you down and see the flaws in whatever you're doing, because their mind is so black and white. You're either the best at it or don't do it at all. Yeah? This is the sort of toxic trait of a narcissist. This is why it's important to understand. And there's a lot of parents that raise their children like this, yeah, and cause severe damage. But I saw it in one of my parents. It was definitely there. But the sad thing is, I see it in so much of my friends and so much of people around me. Yeah, it's it's the real pandemic. They are deeply jealous people. They are jealous people. Yeah. helplessly jealous, and you're showing love. You just want to share your achievements with them. You just want them to jump on board, and you want to jump on board them, and you want to come into agreement and build with them, but they can't stand to see you doing something that they can't do. Yeah, they want to be around the ones doing what you're doing, but doing it properly. They don't want to see you learn to do it. Nah, it's got to be done properly. Yeah, that's a narcissist. Yeah, and I hope you can understand where I'm coming from with this, and I hope you can resonate. I'm gonna drop a scripture anyway, and ponder on that for a bit. Yeah. So, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 5. In the same way, you younger men, be in subjection to the older men. But all of you, clothe yourselves with humility towards one another, because God opposes haughty ones, but he gives undeserved kindness to the humble ones. That one speaks for itself. That doesn't need much explanation, yeah? Humble yourself, yeah? It's humble ones. The humble ones will gain more favor, yeah? The humble one is going to have more room to negotiate a situation. Let's look at the next one, Proverbs. Pride is before a crash, and a haughty spirit before stumbling. Yeah, you got too much pride made you crash. Yeah, haughty. I guess it means a similar thing. Yeah, Galatians chapter 6 verse 3. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he is deceiving himself. Yeah. So these are just little things just to keep in mind. Yeah. I mean, even if you're not very biblical, and even if you're not really committed to scripture, these are just little lessons that would take you a long way. That would take you a long way. So yeah, I don't want to bore you. That's just a little brief insight on how you can use scripture as a guide. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You don't have to take it, you don't have to look at it as an oppressive religious force. Just look at it as a guide. Keep it very simple. Yeah, they touch on things like narcissism in the Bible everywhere. Yeah, and it's like the demonic manifestation in human form. Yeah, that's what narcissism is. Yeah, if you look at it like that, they're almost like a creature and an entity onto itself. Yeah, so just stay prayed up. Yeah, stay aware, and be mindful of being dragged into negative situations, toxic situations where you're forced to argue, where you can feel your physiological cellular makeup being damaged through tension and stress. Yeah, your spirit is being weakened through conflict, yeah, and drama. Yeah, stay away from all that. Yeah, don't engage in that. Yeah, protect your energy, protect your spirit. It's times of spiritual warfare. We are in spiritual warfare. It's times of war right now. Yeah, you've got to conserve your spiritual energy. You can't be wasting it on worldly quarrels that don't mean anything. Yeah, our battle is in the higher realms. Yeah, in the spirit realm, in the fifth dimension, in the heavenly realms. Yeah, the unseen. Yeah. Anyway, stay blessed, man. Stay prayed up. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Look after yourself, people. Yeah, and stay tuned for my next video. Yeah, love you. Yeah, blessings. One.